While we wait for Tyson, let's get started with you. How are you?
I'm fine.
Are you relishing fight week yet again?
Yes.
Is this going to be one of those press conferences when you're going to try a few tricks, including hanging the presenter out to dry?
Yes.
Oh, thank you very much indeed. I have quite a long list of questions, actually, because I knew you'd do this to me today. How did you get this job against Fury? What happened?
By a phone call.
Okay. And had you campaigned to get it? Or did Tyson call you to say, I've got a nice bit of work for you? What happened?
Both.
Was there ever a moment of doubt that you might just be left to watch Fury fight somebody else this time?
No.
Were you already in training with Tyson Fury in mind?
No, I was in my garden.
Very nice garden it is too, apparently.
Swimming.
So it was late summer, early autumn?
Yes.
Okay. And, sorry, you were going to actually say more than 3 words there, Derek. I interrupted you. Are you taking this fight because you know you've got something that can give Tyson Fury a problem?
Yes.
And what is that?
Me.
How are you going to make that into one of Chisora's greatest nights and an historic victory? How are you going to do that?
Introduce that.
Okay. We're going to get his verdict in a moment. You even smile when you see him because, you know, on one level there's such respect between the two of you. I know, dare I even say. Well, let's get it on then. Come on.
Champ is here.
You don't need me to introduce the WBC World Heavyweight Champion, defending the title again.
This mic is not even on.
1, 2.
Hello?
Take this one, punk.
That's all right. Is this mic on? No. It's on now. Can I get a fucking cheer or what? You come in, you think I was like a featherweight champion or something then, not the heavyweight champion. Come on. That was pathetic. So what?
How are you?
Oh, I'm alive and well, kicking, handsome as ever.
You look great. Absolutely
Fantastic.
great.
I'm in great shape, great spirits, ready to rock and roll. Big Dan's on stage with that coat on. Get up, Dan. Big Dell's up here, Big Kevin. What an opportunity to be boxing on this all heavyweight card. Get up, 2 world heavyweight titles. Can't get better than that, I must say. Fantastic promotion.
Where do we start with the relationship between Tyson Fury and Derek Chisora? You have fought twice, 2 tremendous Fury performances. Why this job now, Tyson?
I'll tell you why. Because whoever fights Derek Chisora is in for a fucking good fight. That's what we know, that's what we prepared for. And he was available, ready to rock and roll, stepped up to the plate, and bang, here we are. At Tottenham, on Saturday night, going to give it down, throw down for the fans, right before Christmas. It's like a Christmas cracker. Unbelievable.
I will apologise for the language for those who are offended by it.
And I just want to say, if anyone's offended by my language, get the fuck out of that door!
The apology's been made. Did you feel you had to get a fight in this year?
Yes, I needed a fight this year.
Here's Sugar Hill coming in behind you.
Regardless
Sugar Hill,
of
Stuart, everybody. Welcome,
who
Stuart.
it was. Oh, Sugar's here, big man's here.
Collectively, did you feel you needed to get back in the ring this year?
I love fighting, I always need to fight. I wish I could fight every single month of my life. Derek's the same, we love to fight. So if we could fight 12 times next year, that'd be fantastic. Unbelievable, and I know Derek would definitely sign up for that right now. 12 fights next year. Get up.
Various well-informed sources over the last 3-4 years, Tyson, have told me that there were numerous exchanges between the two of you. Basically, on your amazing recovery story, you tipped him the wink and you said, look, when the time's right, I will get in the ring with you. Obviously, that's going to be a very good payday for you, which you deserve. Is that true? You give us your version of that first. Is that true that this has actually been bubbling away for 3 or 4 years? This
1, 2. Listen, first of all, I just want to say this, yeah. If I can sit here and try and be more aggressive to Tyson and try and say so many bad words. I cannot, because the man I'm looking at right now, he's giving me an opportunity when Frank Warren didn't want to give me an opportunity, when Bob Aaron is saying that they want to give me an opportunity, when even my old promoter, Eddie Hearn, didn't want to give me an opportunity. He called me up and he said to me, I want to fight you. I want to give you a big payday. And I said, yes, let's make it happen. Yeah. And then for me to sit here and try and talk shit and try and say so many bad things about this man who's actually giving me food on the table for my kids, I cannot. Do you understand? Yeah? You know, all these guys in the game, you know, Frank, all these guys, didn't want me to be on this stage. Do you understand? They didn't want me to be on this stage. I can hear them, the reporters been writing so many bad things, but I don't care. But come on Saturday, I can guarantee you this, friendship will be out the door. Me and this big man, we are gonna get it on. Do you understand? I'm not gonna try and hold back for anything. Do you understand? So come on Saturday, we are gonna go I'm gonna go to war. Yeah, I'm gonna come. There's no two ways about it. As I said before, I want to take what's his and make mine, physically and mentally. This is what I want. Do you understand? Yeah. So it's okay for everybody to say whatever I want to say, but really and truly, I'm in the ring. He's in the ring. It's only the two of us. Do you understand? So for me to sit here and trying to slay the Furies, I cannot. You know, I cannot talk shit about him, about anything, because there's nothing to say to a man who phones you up and puts food on the table for your kids. Do you understand?
What is it about you, though, Derek? Because it's not just a group of modern-day scribes who've written you off. You've been written off for a decade, and you keep coming back.
That's the British way, you know. But they don't get it. I was born in Africa, bro. You know, and one thing we know in Africa is we don't give up. You only give up when you die. You know, that's what you could give up. But when you're alive, you can do it. Don't give up. That's the African mentality. You know, Africa is a country that keeps giving and giving and giving. You know, you can take anything you want, but we got more than what you take. So we don't give up. You know, for me to suddenly give up because your newspaper say he should give up and this, I cannot. Because I was born in Africa, do you understand? And I'm so happy that I'm still in the game, you know. I'm so happy I'm still in the game because there's loads of guys in the game who don't produce what I produce, the numbers on the box office, the numbers of the sales. You know, there's only, I think in the game now, it's just me and him, we 10 pro at the same time. Yeah. Do you understand? Yeah. So and I'm buzzing, I'm happy.
You were 2 years apart as amateur champions, weren't you?
Yes,
only
we
2
were,
years.
yeah.
Now, admiring this man as we all do, there is a perception at the moment that it's possible that Tyson Fury, the boxer, is actually getting better even now. So how are you going to stop that Tyson Fury from just marching right through you?
Mate, that's between me and my training camp. What you say?
I said, that's fighting talk.
It's fighting talk.
Don't worry, I won't be anywhere near it. It's up to you guys.
Bang! Take that, Slink.
How are you going to do it?
We shall see. How many days you got left now?
2.5.
2.5. You should, so tune in, buy the box office, buy the papers, but I can guarantee you, you are going to love the whole show we're going to put up. I'm not going to lie to you. It's not going to be a stinker. It's going to be a great fight. His last fight in Wembley was a shitter, but this one is not going to be that. Yeah.
Champ, I spoke to your father, John, this morning, and I know that when you're not training and working and thinking about the next fight, you guys spend so much time looking at the history of boxing, and so you have a very keen understanding that things can go wrong.
Yes.
And it has happened and happened again. How are you going to prevent it happening to you?
I'm doing what I love to do, getting paid to do what I love. I take my career very, very seriously, as of late anyway, the last few years I have. I'm looking forward to it. Cannot wait to get out there, put a show on and entertain. Like Derek said, come Saturday night, there's no friendships. There's no friends in business. And this is a business transaction. So we're going to go in there, punch the fuck out of each other, and then afterwards we can have a nice little sandwich, a cup of tea, whatever he wants. Not a problem. But while we're in there, We're in fight mode. We're going to put on a good show. And listen, as I hear all these critics talking bullshit who basically never took a punch in their life. But in a 2-horse race, never underestimate anybody because anything can go wrong. And as we've seen many, many times in the past, when champions overlook their opponents and think, you know what, I'm thinking about other names and thinking about other big fights, and then you got the opponent training away nice and steadily under no pressure, goes in there and knocks the motherfucker out. Seen it time and time again. But for me, that will never happen because I train very hard and I respect every opponent that I've ever faced. I give 110% every time I'm in the gym. I put in 9 weeks of training for this fight. I've never had sex for 6 weeks. I want to come in there like a ramping rabbit. You don't. And I want to just put on a good show. You know, Derek's going to come and knock me out, and I'm going to come and try and knock him out. So there we are. It's going to be on like Donkey Kong. There's nothing more to say. Like I said earlier in the first press conference, like, why did you fight Derek Chisora? Because you've beaten him twice already. The thing is, like Derek said, there's a lack of names in the division. There's plenty of depth in the division. There's 1,000 heavyweights in the world. But there's lack of household names. I could have fought somebody, I don't know, 34-0 from I don't know where, some foreign country. And everyone was like, who the fuck is this guy? But you mentioned Derek Chisora, they know who Derek is. For good, bad, they're in different reasons, controversial, whatever. They all know who he is, and, you know, both knowns. We're going to put on a good show. And here we are. We sold out 60,000 tickets at Tottenham. So it's very much interest right before Christmas. And let's paint a picture here. Imagine if it snows and we have a white Wembley out there, and everyone gets snowed upon, and it's just the ring that's...
I should get it right. It's not Wembley, it's Tottenham.
Tottenham, then. Whatever.
It wasn't very warm
Sit
for
down.
April at Wembley, but
Sit down.
it's going to be quite sharp. I just wonder how you guys are going to prepare for the conditions. I mean, some historic fights, many historic stadium fights over the years, but not many in December, if any. So that it could almost be groundbreaking that you're doing this in December. Have you thought deeply about the conditions?
I'm an all-condition boxer. I think when you go in towards a ring, you don't feel anything. Anyway, if you don't feel punches in the face in a boxing ring, you definitely ain't feeling the cold. Adrenaline's going, you're ready for a fight. You're not going to be feeling the cold. You're in there to do a job and get out there.
What if he makes you wait? Dillian White had to wait a little while at Wembley.
I can't do anything. I have to wait, don't I?
Some would argue you've spent your life waiting for an opportunity like this.
Mate, lifetime's about waiting, you know. Before you get married, you look for the right woman, and you wait, and you find the right woman. You know, if he wants to take 20 minutes to come in the arena, I'm cool with that. I've seen it before. I don't mind. You know, it don't really matter. What matters is this. This, yeah, for me. I don't really matter about waiting. I'm going to be in front of, as you say, 60,000. I'm buzzing. I'm ready to put on a show. I'm going to wait. I'll wait. He's a champion. So wait for the champion to come in. If he wants to take his time, he can take his time.
I won't make you wait. I'll be running to the ring like the Ultimate Warrior.
Please run
Flat
to
out, sprinting.
Please run to the ring. Do whatever you want to do. Come to the ring. Let's just get it on. That's all. You know, I don't mind. I nothing phases me. Do you understand? I'm cool.
Derek, thank you very much indeed for being with us. And if you don't mind, the last word should go to the champion. One of the other reasons, Tyson Fury, why the British people absolutely love you, cannot get enough of you, is you take risks in there as well. You know, you got a really bad cut against Wallin. We thought you were going to be stopped by that cut. That was a fight you made quite difficult for yourself. You have been down. You've produced one of the greatest miracles of all time, getting up in that moment against Wilder, but you've been down a few times, 6 times, I think. Are you prepared to take risks against this guy? And given the consequences of doing that?
Listen, every time you get in a boxing ring with a heavyweight, it's a risk. You get knocked spark out in 10 seconds, and then what will people say? Oh, Tyson Fury's a shithouse. You cannot please everybody. No matter, I've won 32 fights in a row. I've been a professional 14 years. And I've learned in that time that you can't make everybody happy. But the most important thing I've ever learned is you don't need to make everybody happy. The only person you need to make happy is your wife. Because everybody else will always have a different opinion, but they don't have to live with you.
Amen to
And
that.
the one person you have to keep happy is that wife, because if you've got a happy wife, you'll have a happy life, and if not, then you're fucked.
Amen to that. As you saying that, you know, we had a bet 2 days ago. Me and him, we shook on it, so I'm excited about that.
What is the wager?
There's no money involved. We didn't want to do it for money.
It's dinner, isn't it?
No, there's
At
no
your
dinner.
swanky Mayfair restaurant.
No, there's no dinner. It's just between me and him. He knows what it is.
Will you tell us after the fight?
I don't think you'll need to tell.
You will see it.
Okay.
I think for this, we want to give you the first best round in the heavyweight game forever. This will be, from my point, the opening bell to this fight is going to be electric. So by the time you want to sit down, you're not going to be sitting down. You're going to be standing up. And I believe so. If he gets Paris to give him his balls back from his wife's handbag, that'll be fine. So we can get the fight on the first round. First round, we need the first round to be electric, so the place can be buzzing, so people can talk about it. So I'm prepared to do it. I don't know if he is, but from I know Tyson is a man of his word. We shook on it, we spat on it, so we're gonna go for it.
Brilliant.
So I'm buzzing.
I'll have to ask her for them balls. She might not give them me. Might have to do it without the balls, but whatever.
You're the man in control. The stage is yours finally, Tyson. There's our camera. BT Sport Box Office, ESPN Plus, your lead.
Whoa, you forgot. Sugar got on the stage, he wants to say some words.
Sugar,
do you want to say something?
would you like to add anything?
It needs to be on camera, it needs to be famous.
Welcome.
Come on,
Welcome,
him,
of course,
Give him something to
to
say.
Well, first of all, I'd like to say, and I would like to say, and also,
It's not his first rodeo. He won't be fazed by this. You know
man,
that.
it phases me.
no, that was good. That was a good impression, because I am the champ.
Okay, let's go back to.
I'm joking, I play, bro.
I might let one go on you later on.
I'm joking. Oh, bro, I apologize. Take the mic. So
He's got one there. Sugar Hill, over to you.
No, everything's okay. Derek spoke very well of me, so I'm very appreciative of that.
Okay.
And yeah, just happy to be here with these two guys and everybody else. And just
all right, it's time to face off now.
another big event. Oh, you don't want to?
I'm okay.
Sugar, you would take him down to the floor, wouldn't you, easily?
Easily.
There you go.
Listen, his guys were standing outside the bathroom.
Daniel, deal with this guy quickly. He's an
Where's the
American.
guys at
Go on,
in the
deal with this guy, Daniel. Daniel, your brother's talking to you right now. Deal with this guy.
Sugar, let's leave that as a secondary debating point for after the fight, shall we? I'd like to ask the WBC World Heavyweight Champion to close this show. Again, our camera over here, Tyson. BT Sport, Box Office Saturday night, ESPN Plus.
Which camera?
Global audience. Tyson, please tell everybody what we are in for on Saturday. Over.
Saturday night, you're in for a treat. Tune in.
All right, Tyson Fury, WBC World Heavyweight Champion. Derek Chisora on this occasion, challenger. Thank you very much indeed. Kevin Lorena, thank you very much indeed to you.
When is your album, man? When is your
the
single?
WBA Heavyweights Champion.